obviously, I'm joking. This is not going to make a huge cultural impact. So this is our first look at Mortal Kombat 2. Literally just some bare bones movie news about this one. Nothing major, nothing funny, nothing hilarious. Just some more standard movie news. Getting kind of back to the basics of what this channel used to be. I guess at a certain point. I actually didn't hate the first Mortal Kombat. I've gone on record and said it. It was a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. I think the lead star, Lewis Tan, and his character that they gave literal plot armor in the actual movie. His superpower was to have armor. Like he had actual armor plate. It was weird. Entirely made up. And they gave him plot armor. Very, very funny. But this movie, the first movie, had some good elements to it, right? Like it was of all the films that people say, oh, it's a straight to streaming movie. The first one was absolutely a straight to streaming movie, but it wasn't. It was fun. Like it was a fun, action packed, lots of death, blood, and gore, but in like a funny way, like a gratuitously funny way. Had a great opener. Hiroyuki Sanada playing Scorpion. With Sub-Zero, the opener was brilliant in again feudal Japan. Brilliant action, from Hiroyuki Sanada. It's kind of what you expect, isn't it? Really, but I didn't hate it. I am surprised they've gone back and made a second one because this was released in sort of COVID era, so they can't. I mean, they must have made enough money on streaming. I guess I don't really know. I don't understand how they made any money for it, but they've gone bigger and better. They've even shot some of this in IMAX, so they've really actually gone bigger and better, both literally and figuratively. And here's our first look at Karl Urban as Johnny Cage. So the bombastic Hollywood star playing a bombastic Hollywood star. Sure, fine, I guess. Don't know how he's going to play it. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be funny, I think. And they do say a little bit about this. They say you finally get to see Johnny Cage. He says his integration into the Mortal Kombat story and universe is a big part of what this movie explores. He's a washed-up Hollywood guy thrown into this magical, ultra-violent thing. Karl, his depiction of Johnny Cage is different than our games in some ways. He's adding his own flair to it. But I think it will feel fresh. There's a novelty factor in there. Here is Adeline Rudolph as Katana. Looks all right.
Yeah, that's why I used that image, by the way, for the stinger.
Yeah, I mean, if you're being really picky, bigger boobs would have been good, I guess.
I don't know. They might be really. I think they're probably glued down under those steel cups she's rocking.
Yeah, true. I mean, all the outfits are pretty bang on.
Yes,
I think it looks all right. She was in Hellboy: The Crooked Man. She actually did all right in that film, which a lot of people hate that film. Yeah, she's in Hellboy: The Crooked Man.
Oh wow, I feel bad for her now.
It's not bad. It's not a horrendous film.
She spilled ketchup all over her career.
Well, no, because this has come out afterwards.
I'm just saying. I mean, she's already got a bad taste in people's mouths with all that ketchup on her career.
Barely anyone watched the movie, so no one knows she was in it. Here's Shao Kahn. I don't like this actor, Martyn Ford. I'm not a fan of Martyn Ford. He's
he looks old.
British dude. Hey,
he looks really old.
What, Martyn Ford?
Yeah, look at that.
You can't see it. That's a mask, mate.
Oh, okay. That was funny. Bro's laughing.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is he laughing? Is he laughing?
He was.
That insane joke that you just leveled there.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't like Martyn Ford as an actor. I think he's pretty shit. To be fair, I think he's a pretty crap actor. He's a British guy, just known for being really tall and really big and muscular. He can't act. Like he actually can't act at all.
Well, but I don't think he's going to have to act much under that mask.
No, that's the thing, right? Like at least
Yeah.
utilizing him for what he's supposed to do.
Uh,
Here's Hiroyuki Sanada as Scorpion. That's cool. It's cool. I do like it. I think he looks cool. Looks badass.
Here's the thing: I'm a huge fan of most of the actors that are cast in this, so I just want Karl Urban to do a good job.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a huge Johnny Cage fan, so come on.
Hope so. I mean, this is what they've gone like they're gonna they've maximized everything. Just build on where we were and then make it significantly more intense, bigger in scale, bigger in variation, bigger across the board, really, as a cinematic experience. We go to lots of different realms, so that in itself gives the film a very distinct and varied visual approach. Be bolder, swing harder, and yeah, they literally shot some in IMAX, which is weird to think. What I realized was go bigger, go bolder, don't hold back, and really feed off the history of Mortal Kombat more. Just let it rip, and that's what we've done. So that's kind of it. I think this is going to be good, dumb fun. Like, not every movie needs to be groundbreaking. Not every movie, just it can be dumb fun. I think, and I liked the first one because it was just dumb fun. You know, a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. What do you guys think? Bo, did you ever play Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about.
It was
on the Master System, wasn't it? The Sega Master System, first and foremost.
I don't know.
Yeah, it came out on the Mega Drive, I think, later as well. But I'm pretty sure I was playing it on the Master System, so it's well old, well old, isn't it? Like proper, like early 90s, right? It must be even late 80s. I don't know, but
yeah, maybe it'd be before the 90s.
Yeah. I remember playing as Johnny Cage because he was like, there's only a few people you could be, and he was like the only sort of Western dude. So I think, if I recall, it's just sort of the obvious pick. He's just like a cool dude with some shades. So I was just thinking, really, just a broader point about how stuff from those days, like how is it still around almost, right? If you said someone in like 1989 that 25 years later they'll be making a movie about this, and it will actually have a budget and there'll be Hollywood stars in it and things, about really this Master System game, really
this thing,
yeah. Anyway, I just odd to think of it, like why that, like Tomb Raider 1 on the PlayStation 1. Like that became why that, all things. Anyway,
Angelina Jolie's going to star in it. Like what? Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I'd watch this movie. I suppose if it was on TV, I'd probably stick around, give it a whirl. Yeah, looks like it might be all right. I like sort of silly, over the top, almost comical gore. Right? It can be funny. It can be good. So yeah.
That's kind of what they did with the first one. To be honest, it was like gratuitous and over the top. It wasn't meant to be. Yeah, it was good. It was good fun. It was decent. Culture. Did you ever play Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah, tons. Are you kidding? Constantly. Yeah, and I've been a big fan of the movie projects all along. Every single one of them, despite and even the garbage ones. So, but no, I love the video games so much. I used to spend hours at the arcade playing Mortal Kombat. I spent hours on the console, on the computer, playing Mortal Kombat. I almost guarantee you that Nick did the same. Some of us used to play fighting games all the time. I would play this and Street Fighter Alpha and a whole lot of other things just whenever I saw them in an arcade, in a 7-Eleven, in a casino. I mean, in a fast food joint, whatever. There's a great hot dog place along Pacific Beach in San Diego that still has one of these machines in it, like from way back when. Like they just keep replacing the buttons on it. It's a quarter to play still. But these movies have been hit and miss. I want this to be good. I want Johnny Cage to be played well. I really, really want Karl Urban to do a good job with that. I think Katana's spot on. Visually, you're correct. Everything about this looks right. And I like the actor that plays Scorpion. So I think this is going to be a good time. This is not a movie that will have cultural impact. It'll just have a movie that's tied to my childhood. That's what these are. These are, growing up playing these games. In all the various professions that I had, jobs, whatever. At one point in time, I think I was working 4 jobs while I was going to college. The constancy has always been video games, and this is one of them. So there's that.
We got a super chat about this from WCW over on Streamlabs for $2.
Cool. Good to see you.
Glenn Powell should have been Johnny Cage since he's younger.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Yeah, I agree. He says, I enjoyed Mortal Kombat, but Cole was the weakest part of the film. He asked Nick a question. I don't think Nick's here. He's on a work call, so we'll get to that when he comes back. But Cole was the weakest part. Lewis Tan's character was the weakest part of the film. I don't understand why they did that. It was a bit I don't know, weird. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It was weird, but it was dumb fun. It was a dumb fun movie.
Casting has always been hit and miss with this franchise, across the board. I
think it's one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah, really? I think you're always going to have a hard time trying to put together a crew, especially for physical capabilities. If you're going to try to get them to do anything,
yeah, that's true.
You got to have
stars that can actually do the stuff that the characters do. So yeah, you are right there. Anyway, I just thought it was a bit fun. We will move on from this now.